The following podcast is brought to you by the Johners Podcasting Network, found exclusively at WrestlingWithJohners.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here on another episode of After Elite. We are your hosts for the evening, Sarah, Orlando, and Seven. How is everybody tonight?
Good.
I'm doing rather well myself.
Great.
Can we just say we had a good, so far we had, 3-4 days of good wrestling? I mean,
We really have.
It's a good time to be a wrestling fan, that's for sure.
yeah, exactly. Beautiful day.
The only gripe I've got is next week's Dynamite, Quake at the Lake. Who came up with that name? That seems a little strange.
Well, they try to find some new nicknames and stuff, so I don't know. Maybe it has a significance for that, where they're going, so.
Yeah, I'm assuming the target center is by a lake. I guess we will find out maybe next week.
Mm-hmm. Already we got a message saying RIP Team Tap. Yes, we're gonna get into that. So so sad.
Yes. So we'll start out with a little bit of Dynamite, since that just ended. That's what's on everybody's mind. Led off with a banger of a match. We had Orange Cassidy versus Jay Lethal. Great match, if I don't say so myself.
Yes, it was good to see like the difference of like comedy and like actual like wrestling. So like Jay Lethal and Orange Cassidy worked well together. So
Yeah. Sorry, what was the original question? Because when you said Dynamite's all we got on our mind, and then I was like, that song got stuck in my head. I got in my mind. And then I was like, wait, what's the lyrics? So I totally just spaced everything out. I'm sorry, what was the original?
We're just talking about the Jay Lethal and Orange Cassidy match.
Oh, yeah, that was a good match. I enjoyed it. I mean, it was a banger.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I put out, in our group chat, I put out a, I guess, controversial opinion. Jay Lethal being better than Jonathan Gresham. What are your guys' thoughts? I mean, they're both good. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy both.
But the thing is just that Jay Lethal has a longer history with wrestling, so that's the thing. Like he has a longer tenured. Jonathan Gresham, we're just starting to get to know him because he's been wrestling in he started wrestling in Ring of Honor like 2-3 years, I believe. So, and Jay Lethal, he's been wrestling since 2004, 2005. So from Ring of Honor to TNA Impact to back to Ring of Honor, now AEW. So it's just like he's had 2 decades worth of history. So
the original woo off with Ric Flair.
Oh my God, that video. We got a little message from Caleb. Hello there, Caleb. Thank you for joining us. Dynamite is fire. Yes, I agree. Mm-hmm.
I don't know who's better. Because honestly, I've seen more of Jay Lethal. I haven't seen as much Jonathan Gresham. So I can't really give a fair comparison. That's what I'm taking. That's the hill I'm taking, and that's the hill I'm dying.
Yeah, but there, you will have people that will say that Jay Lethal is better than Jonathan Gresham, of course, because they know Jay Lethal. Unfortunately, he's the Black Machismo. He was what was the other one? What was another name that he used? He was the Foundation. He did different gimmicks and stuff throughout his whole tenure. So.
And I hope we get to see more Jonathan Gresham, with Ring of Honor. Hope he works everything out with Tony.
Yes. But now, so like the news about the whole like talent relations, they fixed that. So hopefully the new talent relations could sort that out because that was the big issue, communication. So
right after that, we had the reuniting of the Undisputed Elite.
My favorite segment.
Young Bucks, Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, and Kyle O'Reilly making their way down to the ring. Kyle O'Reilly talking about loyalty, everybody getting back together, talking about the Trios tournament, and how he and Kyle may not be up to par or medically cleared, and they have to take Bobby Fish. Bucks kind of hesitated, and then they attack the Young Bucks. I gotta say, I'm pretty shocked because they debuted a new Undisputed Elite shirt tonight. So I was like, yay, 1 week with the shirt and you're broken up.
Ooh.
What say you, Seven? How about you? You start this off.
I love the segment. I love that we get an Adam Page. What was up with his pants though?
I was wondering the same thing.
Did he have a daughter by any chance?
I
He has a
think
daughter.
son.
Oh, okay. So, but you know what? He's probably an ally. So you know what? Maybe kudos to him, or maybe he likes butterflies. You don't know. Anyways, I
Right.
digress.
Yeah. Yeah. So for me, I just loved anything that Adam Page is in, obviously. And the segment was good. It was short. That's why I like my promos.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I enjoyed it because I knew they were going to have to break up. Come on now. Because I'm sorry, Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish were more of a team than, Adam Cole and the Bucks, I mean, they did team each other from, what was it, in Ring of Honor, but, in Bullet Club days, but, everybody remembers it more, like Adam Cole with, Red Dragon. So I think it made sense. Everybody knew that was going to come.
Yeah.
I think they were trying to build it up for the breakup because it came so soon. But because since the trios titles are coming, so now we know who's in what team now. So
I mean, it's evident now that the Undisputed Elite is going to face the Young Bucks and Adam Cole, or Hangman Adam Page, excuse me, some point in the tournament.
I think they're going to call themselves the original Elite. I don't know. Wasn't it the Elite that they were calling themselves? It was what?
It was Undisputed something, I forget.
No. It was Undisputed Elite because Adam Cole and Red Dragon were them with the Bucks. But I'm just saying before they joined AEW, they were just calling the Bucks and Ken. I'm sorry.
Weren't they just known as Elite?
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. So they were known as the Elite. So maybe they'll just go by that. I don't know. Maybe they'll go by a different name, Undisputed something.
I did hear Tony Schiavone refer to Young Bucks and Hangman as the Hung Bucks. So we'll see if they stick with that.
I think they're gonna probably go with the names that they had in Ring of Honor or something, maybe. Because they were trios champions in Ring of Honor, so that makes
Time will tell.
Time will tell.
Indeed. Maybe they'll go back for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Who knows?
So second match, we get to surprisingly early. Women's match is usually in the second hour, but they brought it out for the second match tonight. Britt Baker, DMD, and Jamie Hayter picking up the win over Thunderstorm, Tony Storm, and Thunder Rosa.
You know what I always notice is just I think when Rosa and Britt fight each other, it seems like they fight each other because they hate each other. I don't know if it's real heat or something. They have some sort of beef. I don't know what it is, but
I mean, I think it's pretty common knowledge that both females are wanting to be on top and are legitimately both are on top. So I think even if there isn't, they get along backstage and whatnot, there has to be some type of competition between those two. So I think it benefits us because they want to outshine each other, and it only benefits us. So I mean, keep doing it.
Maybe they just have an agreement to work stuff.
Yeah, and I mean, it was stiff this match. All four ladies were very stiff with each other. They really were hitting each other. It was crazy. I mean, this was the match of the night. I'm sorry to say. So kudos for the women in AEW to get match of the night. So
I mean, that's a bold statement there.
Who's saying that it was match of the night?
I mean, they got the "This Is Awesome" chant. Where did you hear it? "This is awesome" chant?
So
Come on.
Oh, okay.
Really? We're gonna go there? Okay.
There you go. We can
but you know what? Look, I'm going to say something controversial, though. The power of Triple H forcing the women of AEW to step up their game because he had to bring back Dakota, and now, Raw's women's division was hot last Monday. So,
I mean, I can't even yell at Orlando because he's spitting out facts right now. But
listen, it's the first week of the Triple H era. Let's calm down. But you're right. Wrestling has been good this week, especially the women's wrestling.
No. I'm happy. Like, look, I'm happy that this episode of Dynamite was good. 2 weeks in a row, they had a great Dynamite. So I'm happy for them that they're, doing well. So.
And honestly, let's see. It's up to you, Impact. Bring it home. I am sad.
I mean, they just lost Madison Rain, so.
I know, right? She could still work because, like, they still have like a kind of like a nice little schedule that, because like she could work on Wednesdays and then she works like every other Thursday and Fridays for Impact. So we don't know if she's gonna still.
Plus, I believe Impact, when they do their pay-per-views, the next day they film the next week's whatchamacallit, their TV taping. They usually film the same weekend as the pay-per-view.
Yeah. Were you gonna say something? You were gonna say something.
Oh, she has a match this weekend, or this coming up.
Yeah, they said she's gonna have a match on Friday.
Yeah.
They did.
I'm actually super excited. I just thought she was being brought in as a producer / coach, which is great because, I mean, she has a ton of experience. I mean, she was very successful in Impact, and rightfully so. Mm-hmm. So I just thought she was coming in to kind of help produce, be part of the creative, but she has a match. So I'm really, really curious to see. I mean, it was just tag team champion or knockout champions.
Yeah.
What better way to train some of the women to be better than be in the ring with them?
Yeah, that's true. And is it also, this is going to have to step up every company's game now, because now with AEW and WWE, like, starting to really fix certain things, they're about to get some talent. So Impact, I'm watching you. I'm so sad. Impact has been so good though. But I get it because, like, you gotta get, you have to make your money. I understand, Madison, why you went. I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And let's be honest. I mean, I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, sir. But like, with Impact, there's some bangers of women in there. Like, they are not hurting for talent in the women's division either.
I agree, and they're starting to bring in a few new women too. So they just debuted Killer Kelly, and they have Masha. So
yeah. Check out Masha's in GCW, and Killer Kelly. Love the hair. It totally works for you. Loved it. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's it. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I don't want to get some of these promos out of order, but I'm going to do my best to try to remember where exactly they were. I believe after this match was the interview with Daniel Garcia, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I don't think that happened. I think...
Okay. Was this the Christian Cage? Almost can't remember, but Jungle Boy?
No. Christian Cage was before. Like, he tried to, where Jungle Boy almost murdered him.
Yeah.
He literally drove the car, almost murdering somebody. I'm sorry.
Live TV.
Yeah, exactly. Live on TV.
Yeah.
No, I think it was the Jericho Society that they did an interview because it was them and Anna Jay, I believe.
That was towards the end, I believe. That was more towards right before the tag match.
So then maybe it was Eddie Kingston maybe did a promo because after they saw like a Sammy and Ty.
Yes, because they did the Sammy and Ty Conti, we're getting married, got married, whatever. Mm-hmm. And Eddie's just like, oh, who cares? And it says, hey, we're having a match at All Out, which was great.
So that means we'll have so Ruby Soho is probably going to get involved as well as Ty Conti. So
trifling.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we got some little comments here. We got one comment right here saying, I really like the change of pace with the women. Second match of the night. Felt like Madison Rae produced the match. Well put together. Love that Hayter picked up the win, not Britt. Yes, I like that. That, Hayter got the win. So, and of course, Caleb says JAS is my favorite.
Jazz.
Yes.
Yeah, I also do like Hayter getting the win as well, building her up.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And I do want to say the ring gear her and Britt had on tonight finally had some matching ring gear.
Do you guys think that they're bringing women's tag titles?
Yeah, absolutely.
You think? Yeah, because like it seemed like it's happening because a lot of women are now they're forming tags, you know.
I was saying there's more because some of the women want more time, and what better way to get the women more time than having them in a tag match, or give more women more time.
Yes. Oh, and by the way, it says it's Gary, not Greg. Okay, Greg. No, I'm kidding. Gary from Are You Elite? Go ahead and give him a follow, guys.
And so next up, match-wise, we did have Powerhouse Hobbs taking on Ren Jones. Essentially a squash match to A, showcase Powerhouse Hobbs' strength, and then B, allow Ricky Starks to do the run-in right after the match.
So
And
before this match, Taz announced that Team Taz is kaput, no longer.
Yes.
Well,
which is sad. But
R.I.P.
I mean, I like the fact that now that all three of them have broken up, because of course Hook is now a popular star now with the title, so he'll face whoever they feed him to. And then Ricky and Powerhouse Hobbs will have a feud, so I'm just anxious just to see why is it that Hobbs attacked him. And I'm hoping it's a good reason,
I'm assuming probably Hobbs is going to be saying that he wanted to break out on his own, that he was better than Ricky and carry them, and we'll probably blame Ricky for costing all the tag title shots.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that.
Mm-hmm. And we got a comment right here that says, "Good God, that spine buster." Like he's targeting his neck. I think that's going to probably be the story for their match on All Out. I think this is going to be either All Out or the main event of a live Rampage.
Very well, possibly.
Mm-hmm. Agree.
Mm-hmm.
Next up we did have Matt Hardy versus Christian Cage. These guys have a lot of history. Roughly, I think Jair said 24 years of history together.
And yet this is their fourth singles match that they ever faced, one-on-one.
No, second.
Is it second? No. They had one in WWE. They had another one on a Rampage, I think it was.
I remember this comment. JR said the last time they met was the first time that Christian beat Matt Hardy. So Matt Hardy has beaten him a couple times. This was the second time that Christian has beaten Matt Hardy.
Yeah, in AEW, but it's the third time overall because they only had one-on-one match in WWE back in 2010 on SmackDown.
That makes sense.
Yes.
Which is strange to think of all their history they've had together and only face each other a handful of times.
Also, I have no idea why I try to argue dates or anything factual from anything. Because one of the recent podcasts that we were doing, he pulled up a match and I knew exactly which show it was, who was in it, from freaking 15 years ago. And I'm like, and knew who won and who pinned who. I was like, how do you remember this? I just watched a match and I'm like, somebody better tell me who won because I don't remember.
You know what the problem is, Seven? Is Orlando knows we have a gap in our watching history, so he can be bullshitting us on these dates, and we can't argue because we don't know for sure.
Right. So I thought that. So I looked it up, and he was right, almost down to the minute, where it was on the card. I'm like, I hate you.
Orlando, what city was it they faced each other in WWE?
I don't know that part, but I know dates, and sometimes know dates. Okay, anyways, we got some comments right here. We got some comments. Caleb says Taz is done with his team because of all damage.
I feel you. I feel like I'm done with the dating scene because they feel like they're all fucking damaged. So I understand the statement.
Mm-hmm. And then, of course, Gary pointing out that we have a few viewers. Thank you very much, guys, that are watching us live. Yes, and please go ahead and follow Bucklebomb Entertainment. We are all over the platforms, please.
And of course, it's follow AEW Are You Elite as well.
Yes. I am the WWE Trivia Master.
I won't argue that.
So, Sarah, I'm making this announcement now.
Oh, Lord.
Any type of board games or trivia that we have to be on teams, Orlando is my partner. Period.
Anyways, moving along, please.
All right. So we've gone through the Eddie Kingston promo. We've lightly touched on the Danny Garcia promo.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I think he's probably gonna fight Bryan Danielson again, probably at All Out. I feel. Or like, when is the Grand Slam again? Like in 2 weeks? No, it's after.
I want to say it's the end of August.
Okay. Because maybe if not that, maybe like around maybe in that event, maybe again. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. So I believe right about here is when we had that.
It's September 21st. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
That's great.
All right. So right about here, I believe, is when we had that Anna Jay promo.
Somebody got a little offended. Hold on. Somebody got offended that you decided to pick me.
I stand by my decisions.
So right about here is when we had the promo with Anna Jay, with I forget their new names, Matt and Jeff.
Former 2.0 teammates. I don't know. I'm still trying to learn their names too. So
Cool Hand Luke and Magic Matt, whatever their names are.
Exactly. But MJ went crazy on somebody in the back.
Yeah. You know what that reminded me of is when Triple H and Shawn Michaels were reforming DX, and the guy is just walking down the hall with the papers. He goes, "What's your name?" I think Stan, whatever his name was. Well, Stan, and then gives him sweet chin music. The papers go flying everywhere.
And you know who that was before, because he always talks about it. Shawn Spears.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. By the way, congratulations to Shawn Spears and Cassie Lee. Announcing today they're having a baby.
Yes, they're going to be. That baby's going to be gorgeous.
Yes.
We got some comments right here. It says Caleb says, "All Out. We find the storylines. We find out Tony Khan do Battle Royal."
It means the Casino Battle Royal, probably.
I think so. I mean, I don't know which one it will be. Will it be like a women's Battle Royal again, or will it be something different?
Maybe tag team. They haven't done a tag team one in a while.
Probably, Mm-hmm. Oh, here we go. There's their names.
Matt Menard, Jeff Becker.
Yes. Yes, I did say that it was Shawn Spears. Thank you very much.
I was just as disappointed in them not knowing who it was, Gary Joe. I'm just gonna say
that baby is going to be a perfect 10. Good one. But you're stealing Adam Cole's baby. Come on.
All right. So we'll get to the dumpster tag team match, similar to the coffin match, which is coming up. Having to get both your opponents into the dumpster and shutting the lid. The Acclaimed defeating the Gun Club. I stand by my comment that I made earlier. Austin Gunn looks a lot like Road Dogg's kid.
I don't see it. I mean, like I could see the Colton looking like his dad, but have we have a picture of like of Billy Gunn's wife? Because maybe like like he probably looks like his mom. Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was a great match. Like, it was really entertaining. It wasn't too long because normally those type of matches are a specialty, and they like to draw it out, which makes complete sense. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Especially the ending. Like, I wonder how they got out. If they got out, or did they actually take the tumble?
I'm thinking that because it was like near the entrance ramp, I think they got out after they were in there, because that trash can did a flip.
Yeah.
So if they were in there, I'm sorry, they would have been like at least hurt, because like I know that they had like what was it called, confetti in there, but like to like comfort, like be like soft. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Yes, so that's probably what happened. So we have some messages, and says Caleb says, "I know Tony Khan is doing good booking at All Out." Yes, of course. Right now it's last week and this week's Dynamite has been good, right? Mm-hmm. Yes. And then Gary says, "Leave it to the AEW nerd." Of course, we know that you are the AEW nerd. Okay, that caster dissed bad me laughing. Oh my God. When he got Vince and President Biden, I was like, that was good. That was good.
Okay. So to go back to, I do have a picture here of Billy Gunn's wife. And now I can see where Austin Gunn kind of gets his looks from.
Okay. Yeah.
So they've got a very similar smile.
Yes. I could see it. And the eyes, Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This lady out here trying to throw like demons, putting it out in the universe that Road Dogg is the father of Austin. This is like entertaining, but also I'm like,
if the dirt sheets pick up anything from us, and that's what it is, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. So Caleb says that he wanted Gun Club to win. Oh my!
No scissoring for you, Caleb.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Of course, Gary's saying that you are the best, Sarah.
Thank you.
Oh, this is an interesting thing. It says that did anybody catch Excalibur not using the opening line from it's Wednesday? You know what that means?
Oh no, I didn't.
I thought JR was the one that used to say it all the time, but now he comes out for the last hour.
Yeah. Probably.
I definitely missed that, but
yeah, I think they do it every now and then. Probably, I don't know. We'll see. That's interesting.
All right. So after that match, we then get our main event, interim heavyweight title #1 contendership match: Chris Jericho versus Wheeler Yuta. And of course, I believe it was right before this, we had an interview with Moxley, or at least some point early in the night, essentially asking who he'd rather face, and he said he didn't care. When that bell rings, business is business.
Mm-hmm. I was kind of hoping that it was going to be an upset win, because then, no, you know what? I don't want to say it because it'll probably piss off Gary, because he's going to that show. I was thinking I was gonna let's do a random let's do an upset win where Yuta wins, and then Yuta and Moxley are facing each other, but then the Jericho Society comes and then attacks them, do a DQ, of course sports entertainers do, so.
I don't hate that.
That would be true. That would be good heel heat right there, People be like, bullshit. I mean, come on.
That would piss off a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, what did you, Sarah, I'm actually going to turn it on you first. What did you think of the match? Because you tend to be the more critical, but in a good way. You're not afraid to kind of be more honest with your opinions.
I thought it was a pretty good match. I don't think it was the best match of the night. But I thought it was a good match.
Thank you for being with us, Orlando. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, I'm still giving it it was still a pretty good match. What did it for me is, what kind of took away from it is when Jericho was doing the Hammond armor, whatever it's called. It looked like he was going really light, and the hits didn't look believable. And their little slap fight didn't really look that believable either. It just looked really weak and kind of, I don't know, half-assed.
Well, I mean, mind you, he still has a broken nose. I don't know if I don't know. I mean, that,
I mean, Wheeler did the flick right on the nose. Come on.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's funny.
Yeah, it was.
No, I didn't see. I saw when Menard and Parker got kicked out. I didn't see when Claudio got kicked out. Did he get kicked out at the same time?
I think so. I think he did get kicked out as well. So, Ooh, we have a little comment right here. Let's just see how you feels. He says the worst match was Hardy versus Christian, and then the main event was meh. Really?
I am over here clutching my pearls.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like, to
Oh,
me...
we didn't talk about the Matt and Cage one, did we?
Oh, we didn't really do it. No, we kind of did. Yeah, we did, right?
Okay, well, I thought it was great. I mean, I thought it was okay. I thought it was good.
Well, okay. This tonight's show was really good. Of course, I think Christian and Hardy were the weakest, but it wasn't that bad where people were bored of it. You know, in the main event, everybody was like on their feet, like, so. I mean,
yeah.
I'm going to disagree. I'm going to say Powerhouse Hobbs squash match was the worst of the night.
Oh, because it was a squash match?
Pretty much.
Oh, okay.
I get the point. I get the point of a squash match, but I don't like it. The opponent doesn't really get to showcase their talent. So I mean, that's really why I'm not a fan of it.
Okay, that's a good point. Mm-hmm.
You know, I'll back you on that one. As far as the main event for me, I thought it was really good. I mean, was it the best main event I've ever seen? No. Was it the worst? Absolutely not.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, I thought it was a really solid main event. I was invested. I was like, I don't really know who's going to win. And if I don't know who's going to win just by like watching a match of how it goes without even thinking that, then to me, that's really enjoyable just as a fan. So yeah, for me, it was a good match and it was a good show.
Mm-hmm. You know, we've heard a lot of the veterans say, you know, there are certain types of matches where you can lose and still be the one that gets over more. And I think that's a lot of Wheeler Yuta's matches when he takes on Moxley and Jericho, per se. Yes, Yuta lost, but he got over big in that match, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, like, he hung with Chris Jericho. So, I mean, that's something. And, like, people were really behind Yuta. So that's good. So, you know.
Honestly, I'm not I like a lot of wrestlers, but I'm not necessarily a fan of wrestlers, if that makes sense. But I am a fan of Yuta, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Yuta's really gained a lot of steam. I know, like, I hate to put it this way, but, you know, when he was with Best Friends, you know, he was kind of the joke of the group.
Mm-hmm.
But since he's joined Blackpool Combat Club, he's really stepped up his game.
Yeah.
Right. We got some messages right here. Somebody gives a rating of a B for tonight. Okay.
That was Gary.
Okay. And then here, I did.
Wait, let's do it from. We're gonna grade it in a minute, but can we do it 1 through 5?
Yeah, 1 through 5.
So right here it says I did like
1 through 5 is Gary.
Yeah. I did like the fact that young talents, Yuta, gets into the main event scene. 2 straight weeks, a young gun gets into the main event. That's how you build stars. Good booking. Yeah, of course.
Totally agree.
Yes. And then somebody says to you, 7, we get Vance Weiner this Friday.
I'm so freaking psyched about that match. Like, I would give anything to almost be there. Mm-hmm. I'm a huge GCW fan. So seeing anybody from GCW on AEW is a delight for me. Almost like a personal pride for some reason.
Yes.
Out of a 5, I'm going to go with 3.9 tonight. It was good. It was solid. Some parts left a little to be desired, though.
Yeah. I gave it like a 3.75 for me. You know, I mean, it was a good show, you know, like both night, like last week and this week has been good. They're starting to build some new people now. That's good to see. So not so bad.
I'm going to actually give it a 4. And the reason for that is because, one, I really enjoyed all the matches with the exception of the squash match. I kind of feel it the same way. In my mind, like, both people have put in a lot of time and effort to train and work, and, like, be able to show off a little. But that's without this point. But the promos were good because they were short and didn't take very long, which is something I really enjoy. The dumpster match was really good. I mean, like, it wasn't usually a really long thought out match. They didn't have to sit there and bleed all over before the match ended. You know, it was what it needed to be. It was perfect. The main event went the way it went, and it had to be that way, and it was really good. Like, I was guessing, like, who's gonna win. I thought was going to be Jericho, but then I was like, maybe not, because Yuta is a champion. Are they going to have a champion be pinned? But then again, it was Jericho, so I went back and forth, and I like that kind of stuff. So for me, I'm going to give it a 4.
Mm-hmm. And then, of course, we have AEW's trending 9 out of top 30 worldwide tonight.
No, it's actually trending number 1 at some point.
But I think Gary means out of the top 30 topics, 9 of the topics that were in the top 30 were AEW related.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Nice.
Because I did see multiple, like, different people, and AEW itself were trending in different spots.
Again, I'm showing my stupidity. I know not to argue Orlando about dates and times. I should know not to argue with Gary about the time or anything AEW.
The only reason I knew different was because I saw, I believe it was Gary's post on AEW Are You Elite, where all the different topics were trending in different spots.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, I would have assumed the same thing you did.
Yes.
All right. Talk to you later, Gary. See, you say you got to go.
Girl,
Before we move on to a little WWE, AEW making a lot of news in the video game world past 2 days, giving a lot of news about their release for AEW Fight Forever, released some screenshots, some game modes, pre-order and release date. I believe release date was set for December 31st of this year. So,
really? On New Year's
Yes.
Eve? Wow. Okay.
I believe, unless they change X, that's usually the default date for an end of the year release. So unless they change, I haven't checked the reserved copy date yet. But yeah, that's typically what they would do for an end of year, just as a standard until they set an official release date. Let me take a look here. Take a look here.
Well, it's almost time for the game to debut, so I'm excited for everybody to play it. I mean, I'm not much of a gamer, so you know, I used to have an Xbox, but I'm, you know. So. What say you, sir? 7.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
pretty cool.
Yeah, release date is still scheduled for December 31st as of this time.
Okay. So I'm excited for the talent to experience their first time being in a video game. So hopefully the graphics are good, better than WWE's. I mean, because like, what was it? 2K22, I think it was called.
I mean, as far as the graphics is going to be a matter of opinion, they're decent, but it's an arcade style game, so the graphics aren't going to be the main focus. It's going to be more of the gameplay. Because I've heard some people, refer to it as more cartoony, which is what happens with an arcade style game.
Well, of course, So.
Oh wait, which one? What is going to be arcade?
The AEW game is more. It's not an art like in an arcade. It's just called arcade style. It's like something you would see in an arcade.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm. So moving to the WWE side of things this week, the Triple H era has begun. Monday was a pretty solid show. Raw getting its best viewership of the year.
Which a lot of people are putting the stats that it was since March of 2020. That's...
To me, the true test is going to be next Monday. How many of that 2.3 million carry over into next week versus how many of it was just curiosity?
Honestly, it doesn't matter what the ratings are going to be for a minute because I think, like Sarah said, they're going to go up and down. People are going to check in to see what if there's going to be any major changes. And honestly, change isn't going to happen overnight for anything. Or at least not good changes. So I think that he has a lot of work that he has ahead of him, depending on how much they want to change and how honest they do want a new era. We're already seeing definitely changes. Like Theory wasn't even on Raw this week, was he?
Well, he had a death in the family, so I'm thinking that has something to do with it. So
yeah, his uncle passed away.
And also you never know. Maybe he'll show up on SmackDown since he has the briefcase. So maybe he'll say something like that.
Didn't he cash it in?
No.
He went to cash in, but before the official cash in, when he handed it to the referee, Roman knocked it out of his hands.
Pretty much, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So he'll get it back on a technicality, like how Miz got it when I forget when whoever Miz was partners with at the time.
Well, he did cash in it. Unfortunately, Adam Pearce, his dumbass, decided to give it back to him. So, anyways, So, but for Theory, he did not they did not really ring the bell or anything like that. So
yeah, there was no official announcement.
Exactly. So yeah.
Gotcha.
I have to say, Raw was really good. The pacing was fine. I think my only issue was I thought the recaps were going to be gone, but at least that the talent doesn't have to stand too long when they're doing recaps, because that was so stupid, And the promos felt different and natural. So I'm thinking that Triple H is probably going to give everybody freedom to, talk. And also, reports were saying everybody knew what they were doing by 5 o'clock. So instead of waiting until 5 minutes before 8 o'clock or Eastern Standard Time when the show starts, So at least when somebody prepares at least for 3 hours, I think people will do a little bit better, in my opinion,
Yeah. Ciampa getting, featured heavily on Monday too, has Triple H fingerprint all over it.
Papa H is about to take care of his baby.
Also, a huge shout out to EO Evo. How do you
No, it's EO. No, it is pronounced EO. Yeah, it's just spelled differently.
I think she had one of her best matches with Bianca Belair. I mean, she's had several great matches, but I think this is definitely one of her top.
Listen. When Io Sky is about to face Asuka, the world will rejoice. I'm just, I'm just excited for the different matchup. I want to see Dakota versus Alexa. Have
Io and Asuka had any matches in Japan before?
I think so. Yeah, I think they were also teammates, because I think it was them two with Io's sister. I saw them sharing pictures. She always brings that up, So I don't think she faced Kairi Sane. I think that's the only woman that she hasn't faced.
Got it.
Which is unfortunate, They had it right there, but whatever. But yeah, no, but the pacing of Raw was really good, and I love the fact that they gave prestige to the United States Championship again. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Now we have new NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. That those titles getting crowned to. I don't remember.
Kaden and Quintana. Kaden and Quintana. That's their names. I like to call them the TikTokers, because they are always on TikTok a lot. So.
And you can tell they're real life best friends too, because they do a lot of stuff together.
Real quick, because I'm fact checking Orlando, which is stupid because I don't know why. But while I do that, I just want to announce that Bianca Belair and Io Sky wrestled for 17 minutes and 15 seconds. That's more than how much was SmackDown wrestled, or it was 29 total?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, so kudos.
Oh, we got a little comment right here saying, "You're the best as well, Sarah." Thank you very much, Caleb. Show us some love too, me and Seven. Come on now, Caleb.
Oh, come on. I love you guys.
Fine. Somebody's always going to be the villain. It'll be me.
Yeah, but let's just say for the new women's NXT Tag Champs, I'm happy that they give it to another team that's been together for over 2 years. I think it's been 2 years that they've been together. So, so I'm happy for that, So I thought they were going to give it to Toxic Attraction, but I'm thinking they're about to set up Toxic Attraction for the main roster, because,
I can at least see Mandy coming back very soon.
You don't see the rest of them?
I can see it. I can see them being brought up together, but I know at least definitely Mandy if they keep the other two down.
Oh, maybe Mandy, but I don't see. I think they'll keep Gigi there, but for a little bit, because she's definitely a star. She definitely has the ability. and everything else. So she can definitely. I just don't think it's quite time yet. The other one, no.
I could see them bringing Mandy up, starting at Royal Rumble, and then the other two maybe around WrestleMania or SummerSlam next year.
I just don't feel like they have a spot for Mandy anywhere else.
Maybe on SmackDown. I don't know. Because like technically, I mean, even though they have some new girls, I think they need to add a little bit more. I mean, unless they want to add more on Raw. I mean, because there's still some few girls on Raw that they weren't used on Monday. So I don't know.
You're down one with Becky being out because I saw she's got to have surgery.
That sucks.
Oh, does she? Oh, that's rough.
Yeah.
So that means she'll be probably back by Rumble time, maybe. Ooh, that Rumble's gonna look good with Cody and Becky back. Ooh.
Mm-hmm. And both of them winning it.
Yeah, I could see it because I think Becky's gonna be the first one to be 2-time.
And you got Charlotte coming back at some point too.
I'm worried for Liv, because unfortunately a lot of people don't believe her as a champion, which is unfortunate. I think what she needs is
we got a new regime, so we'll see.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm hoping that they do something with it, So, I mean, like, I would love it, like, if Liv Morgan versus Shotzi, that would be a fresh new match. Those two will probably kill it. Maybe, like, Liv Morgan versus Lacey Evans, I think they have some history,
I mean, we're obviously getting at least one more match with Ronda and Liv, so.
Probably.
Isn't
what were you going to say?
Something with Lacey? Like, she got to the venue and then was sent home?
Was there a rumor like that? No. They said that she wasn't cleared, so I don't know what happened.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I just remember something was weird.
Well, remember, this was within the new regime, so maybe, like, because of her heel turn, I don't know if maybe they want to do something different, so we'll see. I mean, like, Triple H, like, worked with her when she did, like, the whole heel character, because, like, with the whole classy lady kind of gimmick, so.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Who knows?
Yeah. I mean, but, like, it's going to be exciting. Hopefully they have Raquel stop smiling so much. I mean, like, I don't mind her smiling. She has a beautiful smile, but it's just like, you don't have to smile every single time, just show some anger, some fire,
Okay. Scared of you.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Got to be intimidating.
What you got for us, Sarah?
What else?
That's all that I got, unless you guys got something else.
I don't believe so. Nope. Aw, thank you, Caleb.
Oh, look, Caleb says right here, look, he wants to go to All Elite with you and Joe. Oh.
Who's Joe? Oh,
Gary Joe.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God, Gary has so many different names.
Some made up by us.
That fucking Greg.
Oh wait, do you want to discuss about probably the main event of what's the event on Saturday for AEW called?
Battle of the Belts.
Battle of the Belts. Yeah, sorry. Which I forgot.
Is there a pay-per-view Saturday that they're doing that's right before? Usually they do it before an Impact pay-per-view.
No. Oh yeah, that's a new thing. Impact decided to take the Friday slot like Ring of Honor did years ago. I mean, that's smart, but I mean, that's kind of that doesn't work because unfortunately people are going to watch SmackDown and Rampage while watching this pay-per-view. That's a lot of wrestling on a Friday.
Mm-mm.
Ooh. Why did they move? Do you know?
Probably because of the venues, maybe. That's the only thing I could think of, so.
Where is it? Friday?
No, it's not this Friday. It's probably next Friday in Chicago that they're doing an Impact, but so.
Oh, it's a pay-per-view.
I'm sorry?
It's a pay-per-view.
But yeah, so it's going to be like it's actually like a Impact Plus exclusive, not like a pay-per-view.
Oh, so it's already been shot.
Yeah. No. I don't think it's been shot. I think they're starting to do them live. So
Which one is it?
Impact, I'm talking about. Impact.
No, I know, but which pay-per-view?
It's called Emergence. Friday the 12th. It's coming up soon.
I accidentally saw the results on that.
Oh, it was already taped?
I think so.
I could have sworn that they were.
Because I was trying to catch up on Impact so I could start watching it with you guys, and then I said, "Oh, Emergence just happened," and then I got the results.
Oh, damn. But yeah, I don't know what's happening with Impact right now with some of these decisions. I don't know. Maybe they thought like they'll get some. I think they're looking at more their pay-per-views that you have to buy on Fight TV more than like their Impact Plus subscription. So I don't know.
Oh, I'm wrong.
It doesn't say live, or is it?
No, it doesn't give the results, so I don't know what I was looking at.
Okay.
Maybe you saw Emergence from last year?
Yeah, that could be it. Yeah, it's a name from last year before too, so maybe it was Emergence from last year. Yeah, but I need Impact to find a better TV station. I want them to be in the competition so that way they can pay more money for their wrestlers.
Yeah, because right now, I'll be honest, I watched one of the recent pay-per-views, the one where Diana lost the AAA's to Taya. Yeah, and that's actually a really good pay-per-view. I was like, oh.
Yeah, no, I was.
I do see what you saw. Spoiler: it's Josh Alexander's opponent is supposed to be a mystery, and there's a spoiler out there of who his opponent is going to be.
Yeah, no, it's already been shown. So.
Oh, is it okay?
Yeah. So yeah, it's Alex Shelley from Motor City Machine Gun. So they already passed. So.
But I do show it does say it's going to be live next Friday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So. Yes. So I need Impact. Please find yourself a better channel. Maybe FX. You know, I mean, I don't know if WWE would like that because that's the Fox broadcast. Yeah, so I don't know about that. I don't know. What other channels? I wish Spike TV was still around. They had such good numbers on Spike TV.
Something with Viacom, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, like they do have WoW, so I mean, why not have another?
Mm-hmm. Oh, new episodes are coming soon for WoW. Check your local station.
September.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We shall see. It's starting to. The game is about to change soon, so literally.
So okay, this is my fear. I'm gonna be honest with you about like all this awesome wrestling that's out there, right? Like fans are getting into it again. Remember, like 20 years ago, this happened when restaurants of wrestling was around. Wrestling had a huge boom around the Attitude Era, where there was like 5 shows every night. We had Impact. So what happened is that everybody was into it, and then they kind of teetered off because they were overstimulated with it. I mean, I remember when WCW and ECW and WWE were all on network TV. There was literally like 5 to 6, and if there was a pay-per-view, 7 nights of wrestling on, right? And it kind of just overstimulated everybody, and then it just started dying down. So I'm worried that we're spamming the market, and it's so accessible that what if it goes away again, you know?
Well, actually, the history was, this is what they're saying, was WCW was canceled because of the merger of when they got bought off from AOL. So from Time Warner from the before. So the new regime did not believe in wrestling. So if they did not cancel it, I think WCW would have still survived. Maybe like they would have lost a few fans, maybe. But
yes, AOL didn't want to put money into WCW.
Mm-hmm. So now it's kind of worrying me because now Time Warner again is dealing with a new regime because unfortunately they were bought from AT&T, but then they sold to now Discovery Channel. So the new CEO from Discovery is taking over Warner Brothers, and now he's doing a lot of cleaning up. So somebody sent us in the chat that one of the execs from Warner Bros. Was at the show, so was watching. So, you know,
he cut a Batman movie. It was like $100 million budget. Just cut it.
Yeah, because he was just like, they're not going to make a profit out of it. Why am I going to like waste my time with it? And they said it was not even good. So,
well, the sad part about that is the Batgirl, I think, movie.
Batgirl or Batwoman. That's what the movie was that got cut.
Yeah, the worst thing is it was almost done filming.
Yeah, it was like 85% done. That was
they said amongst audiences, they had shown a couple audiences, and it was not getting good reviews.
Yeah,
and they cut some Scooby-Doo movie too. So.
Yeah. So yeah, like right now. I'm sorry.
For the love of God, why Scooby-Doo? Like Scooby.
Hey, he's a childhood hero to some people.
I know. He's personally one of mine. Like one of my favorite things.
Oh, you feel bad that they cut it. I'm sorry. I misunderstood.
Like one of my favorite things, like I mean, I'm a bit of a pothead. That's no secret to anybody. It's legal here, so relax. Mm-hmm. Orlando, or I mean Sarah. One of my favorite things is to get high and watch Scooby-Doo. Like even the worst fucking episode of Scooby-Doo is still a good episode. Like just leave it alone. God, y'all gotta.
Well, no, but that's the thing, though. That like now this new regime is trying to do is making sure that now it's more quality than quantity. So they're making sure that they have the best quality type of shows and stuff. So
yeah,
I don't
give a fuck about the rest. That's my TED Talk, everybody. No, just kidding.
Look, hey, you never know. Maybe Tony Khan is still talking to them. Unfortunately, I think the whole show happening on HBO Max, because they're about to niche HBO Max, and do the merger of Discovery Plus. So I don't know if they're changing the name and everything. So yeah, there's like a lot of rumors about that. So, so I think Tony Khan is probably waiting until they're done with their merger, so that way he could talk business and add more TV time. So that's why it's taking so long. So,
How do you know all of this?
I listened to another.
It's been big news for a while.
Yeah, yeah, and plus, I listened to a podcast that he talks about movies and stuff. So
I just realized, how do you guys know all this? And both of you are like, how do you not know about this?
Well, no, look, you're like the general public that don't know about this. They're just like, oh wait, there is a Batgirl movie coming out. A lot of people would probably say that. So,
I mean, unless you're scrolling the entertainment news, it's not something you might come across very easily.
Yeah. I mean, but that was a big news that when AT&T sold Warner Brothers to Discovery Channel. Of all places, Discovery Channel works.
I've been waiting for the two services to merge so I can get that additional service. So.
Yeah, and honestly, did y'all hear about Alex Jones getting caught in that lie?
I think it's time for us to end it here, folks.
Yes, I did Google that just so I didn't sound stupid for the rest of all the show.
All
right, you guys got anything else?
Nope. Just good wrestling. That's all that matters. I mean, yes, it will get pricey, folks. But enjoy the good wrestling that there is. So,
all right. Don't forget to tune into Impact tomorrow, SmackDown and Rampage on Friday, and of course, Battle of the Belts on Saturday.
Yes.
And of course, tomorrow night, check back here on the Bucklebomb socials. Me and Jay have our Acquire Taste food show. We're throwing it back to the 90s. And special guest Vinny Ratlock will be joining us.
Ooh.
We're going to be trying a bunch of the foods from our childhood and seeing if they still hold up.
Has it been expired, though?
Not ones actually from our childhood.
I'm kidding. Gosh.
No, you weren't.
I was.
All right. Have a good night, everyone.
Bye, everybody.